Welcome back, everyone, to episode 2 of my Minecraft Forever World. If you caught my recent live stream, you'll know we had a solid mining session. We found a few diamonds, picked up some awesome resources, but I didn't touch the base at all. I mean, come on, who has time to do that when I'm busy mining, right? But anyways, today's episode is all about farming, enchanting, and maybe even taking a peek into the Nether. By the end of this episode, I might even have a zombie XP farm. But the first farm that I need to take care of is one that's really important, a food farm. And I have just the spot, right here. I'm going to set up a cow farm, an automatic cow farm. Well, semi-automatic. The way this cow farm works, I'm going to use entity cramming to kill the cows as I breed them. So it'll just provide a consistent source of beef, which is one of the best food items here in Minecraft. First thing that I need to do is actually find 2 cows to breed. I thought this would be a quite simple task, but I was quickly met by a bunch of mobs rather than farm animals, being in a dark oak forest. And boy will I say, my combat skills are quite a bit rusty. This Enderman gave me a run for his money. Using my evasive maneuver skills, I eventually took him out. Then I realized I was down to my last 2 pieces of food, so I really needed to find these cows, and I needed to find them quick. I didn't realize how hard it was to find animals within a dark oak forest. It was like they just didn't exist. But eventually, I came across a cow. After wandering around a little bit, it was pretty quick to stumble upon a second cow, so I just had to get these 2 guys home, which that alone was a pretty tedious task. But in the end, we get them home and up the mountain. So I'm just going to box these cows in for now while I get ready to actually prep the machine itself. I guess it's not actually really a machine, but whatever. First thing we need to do is place a chest and connect a hopper to the chest. That will collect our items. Now an upside down stair on the chest, and then a couple of more blocks to keep our cows inside. I'm gonna need to dig up a little bit to give myself some room so I can actually get the cows in the breeder. Then I'm gonna replace that filler block with some water. Alright, it's about time to go ahead and put our cows inside, and this orange cow's just giving me all the trouble. I'm getting really tired of it. Stick a quick fence above their head just to trap them down, and there we go. We have a completed food farm. So at this point in the video, I didn't realize that my recording shut off. So I went ahead and basically went to sleep for the night. And then I did some decorating to the outside of the actual base. It's not much, just a little bit of texturizing, so you guys didn't really miss anything. Also on my last live stream, I decided it was about time to start enchanting. So I took a trip over to that busted down nether portal that we found in the first episode and collected a couple of pieces of obsidian to make the enchanting table. And man did I make the right decision, because the luck that I had in this episode enchanting was amazing. So I decided to go ahead and use some of those diamonds that I had found in the first episode and make a pickaxe that I've been waiting to enchant. For the first ever enchantment on my Forever World, I would say it's pretty good. Fortune 3. This will seriously help us make some advancements. So I've just got to grab some lapis, and I'm going to go ahead and throw that on my pickaxe. So now that I've started enchanting, I'm going to need a consistent way to get some XP, and I remember that I found a zombie spawner during the first episode. So I say we grab our supplies and we start making this thing. All that we really need is like a hopper, a couple of trapdoors, some water, chest. You know, not very much. This is just a very basic starter zombie XP farm. So now I just need to dig down to where this XP farm actually was. Yep, right here. Slap some torches on this thing so nothing spawns on me while I do this. Alright, I need to go 4 blocks out from the actual spawner itself to maximize our potential spawns. Alright, now that that's done, I did hear a cave that I wanted to light up, but I got quickly distracted by a couple of endermen. Well, creeper as well. I did get a nice pearl, the second one didn't drop one. Let's get back to the XP farm. I need to fill in a couple of these holes and then dig 3 blocks down from the actual spawner itself. Okay, so now we need to put the water down, so I'm gonna make a quick infinite water source, and then I'm just gonna go to all the corners and put a water bucket. It's going to bring you straight to the center, and I just dig down like 10 or so blocks, but you can dig down to a point where they will be at 1 heart. I don't do that in this video just because this farm is very early on and it's just temporary. I plan on building one that's going to be much better in the future. This is just something to get me kickstarted with some enchanting. Okay, so place down a chest on the right side of the farm, place a hopper right down the middle, and the zombies are going to fall right down into that hole. I'll put a slab on top so nothing gets stuck in the hopper. And then a little trapdoor on the front. So now all that's left to do is remove the torches and get this XP farm running. This thing's not going to be the most efficient until I go through and optimize the area by placing torches in pretty much every cave surrounding, but it'll do for now. I can get up to level 30 fairly quickly, but after level 30 it takes a couple minutes per level. I mean, the spawn rate on this thing isn't the greatest. It's sped up right here, but it works. So let's just spruce up the front of this entrance, just so I can at least find this thing in the future. That'll come in handy. Alright, let's get back up to the base, and I think I'm going to do a little bit more enchanting. I really want to go explore the Nether, but I want to have good armor when I go do it, so let's start preparing for that. Anyways, I got a nice little axe enchant right here, efficiency 3 on breaking 3. My other pick's on breaking 3 and the sword sweeping 3. So I think I'm going to go with the pick and fortune 3 again. Guys, my first 2 out of 3 enchants on this world have been fortune 3. Like, that's insanely good luck. But at this point, guys, I went ahead and started a live stream. So I went mining for quite a good while with the fortune 3. And I'll say, I got a good amount of diamonds and I upgraded my gear quite a bit. As you see, I have full enchanted diamond except for a chest plate, and it's all protection, as well as some nice tool enchants. But I think since we have the levels, it's time to go finish off this full set of protection armor, because on our chest plate, we have protection 4. What else will we get? And it's unbreaking 3. Well guys, that finishes off our full set of enchanted diamond armor. So let's go ahead and grab some of that wheat and let's breed up some of our cows to get some more food. We can never have too much cooked steak, man. I'll take all the food. We need to throw this straight into the smoker so that'll cook up. And I want to show you guys our next project. Remember that room that wasn't a room? Well, it's going to be for my farms. And the first slot is going to be a nice wheat farm because we need wheat for our new cow farm. So I'm going to gather a little bit more dirt just so I don't run out while I'm making the farm. And let's get started on the platforms. I make each platform, I think, about 7 blocks so that water will flow down the entire way and the items will go straight into a hopper. I just want to point out that everything that I'm building at the moment isn't going to look the prettiest. This is because I'm currently focusing on building based off of my necessities. Right now I do really need consistent food farms because I don't want to be scoundreling around for different mobs all around the world just trying to find meat here and there and cook it and blah 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 blah. No. That gets annoying. I'd rather have a machine do it for me that requires minimal effort. But anyways, so now that everything is filled in for the most part, I think we're going to go ahead and move on to actually building the supplies that we need. Some hoppers, some bows for dispensers, which I forgot how to craft a bow for a moment. That was embarrassing. But we got everything that we need, place the dispensers, put some redstone on top, we're going to connect that to a lever, and then run it straight up. Whenever we click the lever, water gets dispensed. Simple, right? Now let's place down some chests and connect some hoppers to collect our items. Then we need to till all of our dirt and plant our seeds. Alright guys, there we have it. Our new wheat farm fully grown. Based off the amount of seeds that I placed, we should get about 2 stacks of wheat from each harvest. Having this and the cow farm basically allows us to have infinite food at this point. Oh, looks like a couple pieces got stuck, but that's okay. I'll fix that. Anyways, while our items are collecting in the hopper, I might as well go ahead and plant all our seeds back. Well, there we go, guys. 2 stacks of wheat and 4. Not too bad if you ask me. Well, we have unlimited food and fully enchanted gear, so I think it's about time we go check out the Nether. Right before we do that, I think this might be a good time to do our question of the episode. Last episode's question was, what is the craziest Wi-Fi name that you've ever seen? These are some of the comments that we got. My personal favorite was Notorious Gibbs. He came in with secret bathroom webcam number 3. Kinda creepy. This episode's question is, if you had to name a pet rock, what would you name it? Leave your answer in the comments below. Anyways, while we're talking about the question of the episode, I think we should go ahead and just build a little area where we can put all of our questions from the past episodes. So let's have a little time lapse. Alright, we're almost finished up here. We just gotta place a few final details. I'm gonna place a couple of planks as a backdrop, and this should look pretty good for now. I also want to remind you guys that I do plan on building a subscriber hall eventually, where I will post my subscribers' names who comment down below. So, if you guys want to be posted on that eventually, then, you know, leave a comment down below. Anyways, I think it's time for the moment we've been waiting for. It's time to check out the Nether. Well, this spawn completely sucks. At least we have something over here to check out. I think the first thing I should do is probably protect my portal since I'm just floating over a pool of lava. If you're newer to the game and didn't know, cobblestone can't be blown up by ghasts, so this is actually a pretty convenient block to use to build walls around your portal. Alright, well I guess let's go check out that little bastion or whatever the heck they're called. I doubt there's going to be anything worth my while, but I guess it's worth a look. Let's try to also remember not to anger the pigmen. Alright guys, here's our first chest. We got a mending crossbow, that's not bad. I mean, at least something. And soul speed 3. Not bad. Here's a nice double chest. We got piercing 4. Nothing crazy. What the heck, dude? What did I do to you? Oh no, what did I just do? Oh god. Alright, now we have a couple pigmen that are angry at me. That's okay though, because there's a nice nether fortress over there. We can finally get some blaze rods. When I get these blaze rods, we'll be one step closer to going to the end, and I'll finally be able to get an elytra. I'll probably just go ahead and get the blaze rods, and then I'll work on getting netherite, probably in a live stream in the near future. We haven't found anything crazy, got a nice armor trim, but we found our first blaze. So that's good. Hopefully we can find a spawner and just get these rods pretty quickly. I want to probably try to get at least like 15 to 20. And just as I'm saying that, I find a spawner. Let's try to get this a little bit enclosed just to try and get our spawns a little bit better. But I'm going to gather these blaze rods and then I'm probably just going to head straight back to the overworld. That should be good for now. We have about 21 blaze rods. I think that I'm just going to go ahead and head back home now. I don't really want to be in the nether longer than I have to be. I'll work on getting netherite pretty soon. That's just not really my top concern at the moment. But let's go ahead and use these blaze rods to make some Eyes of Ender. We can make 6 of them at the moment. I'm going to try to get a couple more, but that's a good start. Alright guys, and I think that's going to wrap up episode 2 of my Minecraft Forever world. We've made so much progress in a short amount of time, but there's still so much to be done. If you want to see the progress we make throughout this series, subscribe to the channel. Anyways, stay crafty.